Okay, well, welcome. I am Andy Thomas, and I am the Natural Gas Director for the City of Lexington.
And I'm Kevin Sluder. I am the Gas Construction Supervisor with the Lexington Utilities Natural Gas.
And we're here today to talk about gas leak surveys. So, Kevin, let's start off with the simple question. What is a natural gas leak survey?
Every year, as part of a utility system, we have to go around and survey all of our gas lines, whether they're above ground or below ground. And we divide our system up into 3 leak zones. And every year, we pick one of those zones in a rotation, and we go out and survey the pipes in that area to make sure they're operating safely and efficiently.
So, basically, we survey every foot of our system in about every 3 years.
Every 3 years, yes. We survey everything from the piping that's below ground to all of the meter sets and our regulator stations that you can see above ground.
Okay. So when do we usually schedule our gas leak survey?
Normally, we start those in the spring of the year and we wrap up around fall.
Okay. And so where do we do these surveys?
Like I said earlier, we are divided up into 3 leak zones, and we will pick a specific zone in a certain part of the county, and we will stay within that zone until it's completed.
So why would you say that Lexington Utilities does these gas leak surveys?
We want to ensure that our system operates as safely and as efficiently as it can, and this is the best way to do that.
Okay, great. Now, I do know there's some regulations around gas leak surveys. So tell me about the North Carolina regulations and who's responsible for looking over those.
Most of our regulations come from the Federal Department of Transportation and their pipeline safety branch. The North Carolina has a utilities commission, and they are responsible for the enforcement at a state level. And we are annually inspected by them to ensure compliance.
Okay. And they come in every year and they want to see the record of the last several leak surveys.
See what we've done, what we found, how we fixed what we found, and that kind of thing.
Great. So when we're out doing these leak surveys, what might the customers notice when we're in the field?
Just some trucks in the area. All of our trucks have the city logo on the doors. All of our people have on their high-vis safety vests, so if we're out walking around, they'll recognize us. You may notice someone walking with a machine through their yard and looking at their gas meter. We also have a visual methane detector that is attached on the front of the side-by-side now, so you may see it riding around in the area, and that's what they're doing.
Okay. Well, what happens if a leak's detected? What might they notice?
It depends on the severity of the leak. If it is a grade 1 leak, we will take immediate action, and we will notify the homeowner that we're going to be doing some work and fix that leak immediately. Some of the other leaks that are less minor, we will go back and actually schedule a time for those, depending on if we have to cut a customer's gas off or not. And also, if it is on customer piping, we will let the customer know, and then they can schedule a time with a plumber or a heat and air contractor to make repairs on their side.
Right, and that's something that I guess bears repeating. Our responsibility theoretically ends at the outlet of the meter, and after that, it's house plumbing.
Yes.
But we do inspect that as we can get to it when we do this.
We inspect everything that's on the outside of the house, and if it's a severe leak, then we will actually cut the meter off until they can make repairs. But if it's a small minor leak, then we will just notify them that they have a leak and they should have it repaired.
All right, Kevin. So what can be some causes of natural gas leaks?
It could range from third-party damage, actually digging into a pipeline, to something as minor as a small fitting leaking on a pipe. The number one cause of leaks is also corrosion that's on our steel lines that are exposed to the atmosphere. So we come around and we also paint, and that way it takes care of the atmospheric corrosion on your meter.
Okay. All right. So Kevin, what's the I mean, people are concerned nowadays. What's the environmental impact of a natural gas leak?
Methane is known as a greenhouse gas, and we want to try to minimize the leaks on our system to help save the atmosphere. And that's one of the main reasons that we do our leak survey as often as we do.
Excellent. And if customers have any extra questions that they'd like to ask about any of this, what would be a place they could go for more information?
They can visit our website at lexingtonnc.gov or call the office at 336-243-2489.
All right. Well, thank you, Kevin. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.